What's up and good morning, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to make a quick video talking to you guys about my most recent truck purchase, my 2015 Ford F-150 Platinum with the 5.0 Coyote engine, and talk about why I got rid of my diesel truck to buy this, as well as why I think that this is the best half-ton truck that you can buy ever. For starters, I'm going to talk about the pros of this over having a diesel. My old diesel had almost 200,000 miles on it, and to be honest with you, the truck ran great, and I'm sure it will continue to run great for a long time. But with that being said, this one has 130,000 miles, so it just has a lot less miles, so that's a first obvious one. And the biggest one, and why I think that any 2015 and up Ford is going to be better than any other equivalent year half ton, is going to be the full aluminum body. As you can see, this thing is 11 years old and still looks pristine. Any old steel body truck this age, for the most part anyway, in the Rust Belt, is going to be totally burned through on the bed. The cab corners, the rockers, the doors, everything will be gone by the time you reach this age. So that's why I think having an aluminum body is the way to go. But with that being said, I also really like the much reduced maintenance cost. Everything you can think of for an F-150 versus a 250 is going to be half off, and sometimes even more. Whether it's an engine replacement itself, whether you buy new or used, you're looking at about half off. Transmission replacements, half off. Any service from oil changes, transmission flushes, even coolant. Diesels have that dual radiator systems on it. One's for like accessory stuff and transmission, I'm pretty sure, and the other one's like your regular engine cooling and HVAC stuff. But this only has one, so that's going to be cheaper too. So anything mechanical, from fluids to full replacements. There's no fuel filters that you got to switch. There's only the inline one, like by the tank or whatever, that's supposed to last the lifetime of the vehicle. So no paying $100 for a set of fuel filters every 10,000. So overall, they're much cheaper to maintain. Even, believe it or not, when you look up like brake pads and rotors and tie rods and upper and lower ball joints, all that stuff is cheaper on a half ton compared to a 1 ton, which makes it a lot better for economical reasons. Obviously, fuel costs, this is like $1 to $1.50 less a gallon for diesel versus regular gasoline. And it's nice that this is E85 compatible, which gives you a little bit more power, keeps the engine a little bit cooler. And the best part is it's slightly cheaper. Even though people will argue and say it gets less fuel economy, that is true. But the fuel economy, I've done the math on it. I have a YouTube short on that if you're interested. But you still do save money even with the reduced fuel economy, which is nice. Anyway, getting back into the reasons I think this is the best. As I said, any 2015 and up F-150 is going to have an aluminum body, which is a must-have if you're living in the Rust Belt. My old steel body was honestly still in really nice shape, and it'll be in nice shape for a few more years, I'm sure. But it's a ticking time bomb. The rust will eventually win, and it's nice to know that I'll never have to paint this thing unless it gets destroyed in an accident or something. I won't have to worry about rust damage and buying a bunch of new doors and all that. Even a pre-2015 F-150 is going to be very reliable. You're just going to have rust issues. But the 15 to 17 is the sweet spot on these because you have the aluminum body, so you don't have to worry about the rust. After 2017 and the 2018 year model, they switched the some stuff with the 5.0 engine that was supposed to make it better, but all it really did is make it so it burns a bunch of oil. And obviously everyone knows any F-150, the EcoBoost motors have like a pretty horrible reputation. Here and there, people will say, I have 200,000 miles, no problem, I love the truck. But 9 times out of 10, people are having issues, whether it's timing related, valve train noise, turbo issues, you name it. The 5.0 is the most tried and true one. After 2017, the 5.0 redesign, my dad's being a prime example. Ever since that truck was brand new, right now it's at 40,000 miles, but even at 10,000 miles, it was noticeable that it burns a ton of oil. Everyone knows that who's in the F-150 community. So that's definitely nice to have the slightly older style so you don't have to deal with that. In addition to that, this truck still has the 6-speed transmission, which is known to be reliable. The 10 speeds, some guys say they love them. I can see the concept that it's a good idea in theory, but I think the execution just isn't right at the time for reliability on them. A lot of guys complain about having premature transmission failure. I'm sure when they're running great, you're going to be a little bit faster, a little bit better fuel economy. And I think one day there will be a really good 10-speed transmission. But unfortunately, right now, from what I've seen, they're not the best. So that's why I think that this is the best drive line. And I think they're very affordable. Obviously, this setup is very reliable. A lot of guys get hundreds of thousands of miles. But now let's look at other features that make this thing a really good bang for the buck, because in addition to being more reliable, they're obviously cheaper than the newer models just because that's how vehicle depreciation works. And I think it's really nice because you can get a lot of features on this thing. Let's open the door and check it out. First of all, power deploy running boards from the factory. That's really nice. Really nice platinum interior available. And obviously, there's a bunch of different trim levels you can get, but I really like this platinum interior a lot. Nice plaques. This one being the Brunello color looks a lot nicer than just the plain black. But, there's a lot of cool features in here. It has heated and cooled massaging seats, as well as the rear having heated seats. So you're getting a lot of nice features, which I think is kind of ironic now, buying a 10-year-old truck and having this much features, because back in the day, like in 2015, if you compared this brand new truck to an 05 model, it was night and day. You had, the aluminum body upgrade, way better interior, all these new features that the old ones just didn't have yet. Now you buy a 10-year-old truck and you get this, and you still have all the same features that a brand new one would have. The only thing I can think of that this truck doesn't have is the auto start stop, and I'm glad it doesn't have it. I think it's a stupid feature to mess up the starter. Also, you can see we have the nice full pano sunroof in here. It is now the next morning. Now that we've gone ahead and talked about the benefits of the aluminum body, the reliability, and the overall cheaper cost to own these compared to a diesel truck, we're going to go ahead and actually fire this thing up, let you guys hear it, and take it on a drive and talk about how well this thing drives. By the way, the front half of the exhaust on this truck is stock, and if the whole thing is stock, they're very quiet. Mine, right around this area here, turns into an aftermarket muffler with dual exits. So as you can see, I have the dual tailpipes, which it does sound pretty nice. It sounds like a Mustang, but it's still reasonably quiet, when you're driving on the highway, or if you have the windows up and stuff and you're not flooring it everywhere. So it's not too horribly loud. But if you have the stock exhaust, these are very quiet trucks, especially the sound deadening in the cab for road noise and stuff like that, as you'll see on the test drive. So without further ado, let's fire this thing up and take it on a drive. As you can see, we're taking it on a drive now, and it is like dead silent here other than a little bit of road noise from the tires, but the sound deadening in these things is really good. The interior is very comfortable. It drives really smooth. It rides like a cloud. See here, I'll go ahead and start up the massaging seats. That's actually a pretty nice feature, especially if you're on like a really long drive and you start cramping up. It actually does help. And as you can see, even with the aftermarket exhaust, it's not that loud when you're just driving normally. Extremely smooth driving trucks. You can unfortunately only use the 360 cams when you're under like 9 mile an hour or something like that, but it's still really nice, especially when I pulled it in the garage last night to get in as far as I can without hitting the wall if it's hard to tell how far the hood is from something or parking or whatever. Here you can see front view and then the full 360, and then obviously when you put it in reverse, it does the full 360 with the backup cam. So that's honestly a super nice feature. Not necessarily a big deal to most people probably, but I honestly really do like it. Anyway, that's basically my quick rundown on why I got rid of my diesel truck for this half ton and why I think that the 15 to 17 5.0s are not only the best bang for your buck, but the best modern half ton vehicle that you can buy. I hope that somebody found this video helpful who's deciding on what their next truck purchase they want is going to be. And with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.